At Son Moix on Saturday evening, FC Barcelona took on RCD Mallorca in their return to La Liga action. Here's the result and what we learned from the fixture. There were surprises in Quique Setien starting XIWith Clement Lenglet suspended. Samuel Umtiti was expected to get the nod in central defense. Instead, however, youngster Ronald Araujo partnered Gerard Pique while Martin Braithwaite formed a trio up top with Lionel Messi and Antoine Griezmann in favor of Luis Suarez. In midfield, Arturo Vidal stood in front of pivot Sergio Busquets alongside Frenkie de Jong. Vidal needed a minute and 5 seconds to prove his worth, latching onto a peach of a cross from Jordi Alba on the left. King Arturo headed home to put Barça in the driver's seat. The Chilean is evidently in impeccable shape, and may make the vacant spot in the center of the park his own ahead of Arthur and Ivan Rakitic. Barça continued to dominate the opening 20 minutes, enjoying 77% possession and putting together 182 passes. Setien's men pressed high and hardly gave the hosts a look in. There were additional chances for Braithwaite and Griezmann too, who both worked well in tandem with a Messi well up for this one. Then the one that got away came close, breaking free from the right. Real Madrid loanee Takefusa Kubo, who was reared in the La Masia Youth Academy, tested Ter Stegen with a ripping shot the German pushed past his post. It had been a good, clean fight with not a single foul called until around the half-hour mark when Vidal was booked. The incident allowed Kubo to have another crack at Ter Stegen, this time in a dead ball situation, and the Japanese youngster's attempt went under the wall before being parried out and cleared. Braithwaite netted his first ever strike for his new club to make it 2 de Jong and Messi each heading the bouncing ball over red shirts in the box. The Dane smashed his effort into the roof of the net from close range to double his team's lead on the stroke of half-time. One would imagine that Setien was a happy camper at the interval. Mallorca had actually had more shots than their foes in the maiden 45, but with Barça 2 goals up, sharp and in control, the coach couldn't have wished for a better opening installment of his outfit's first match in over 3 months. Rakitic replaced Vidal for the second half, making an early shout for the man of the match. A booked Vidal was perhaps hauled off as a precaution. Losing the Chilean in such form even for a single game while the squad is so threadbare would be, quite frankly, disastrous at this stage. A pitch invader somehow made it past security and onto the turf. See below for further details. Coming on for Griezmann in the 57th minute, El Pistolero would be granted a decent slice of the action to test the waters and kick his first competitive ball since January. He had an immediate opportunity to get on the scoresheet but could not control Messi's delicious pass into his path.